What is up, you guys? Glitchiz here, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a quick little two-part video series, more for beginners, and then part two will be a little bit more advanced for all the new players that are trying to figure out the water and rain catching system within Once Human. It was one of the most frequently asked questions with new players on the official Once Human Discord that I was helping out with last night, so I wanted to make a quick guide on it. So this will be super helpful when you're just starting out, because I know when I first started, it was really confusing for a moment until I kind of did some testing and got the hang of it. So for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna build one from scratch here and kind of show you guys how it works. So right out the gate, when you start the game, before you even beat the final boss, you should have enough mimetic points to unlock what is called the rain catcher. It's going to be under logistics, the final tab, and it's going to be this one right here, the water gathering skill. It gives you the rain water collection system and the water bucket. And how that works is you simply build it, go into facilities, and then under functional, that is where you'll find all the water stuff. Just throw down outdoors any rainwater collection system, and that will start collecting dirty water. The rain is considered dirty water by default. Now, keep in mind that each one of these rain collectors have 4 slots, and in each slot, you can hold a max of 100 dirty water, so 400 dirty water total. Now, once you fill up all 400, doesn't matter how much more rain you collect, that dirty water is not going to fill up anymore, and you're going to basically be wasting that precious rainwater that you're going to be getting. So the next thing you're going to want to do is build a collection storage box for the water. Now here is the big thing that started messing with people. They put them right next to each other. They're like, okay, just going to go into edit mode, hit V to attach a pipe, connect it to your storage bin, and we should be good to go. Okay, so you're waiting, it's pouring down rain, you're checking your storage bucket, and you're like, why is there no dirty water flowing into this storage container? My rainwater collector is full, it should be overflowing, and it's just not working. Well, if you go into edit mode, you'll notice that all the pipes you connect to things have a pulsing blue light, and it moves in a certain direction. The direction that it's moving is the direction of the flow of water. And as you can see right now, it's moving in the wrong direction. It's going from the top of the water bucket down to the bottom connection of the rain collector. And that is where the problem lies. And Once Human, they actually have physics-based mechanics for a lot of the devices you build. So in this particular instance, the only way that you can get this to work is by putting your rain collector at a higher elevation than your storage container. So that's why I have, for my setup, all my rain catchers up top and the purifier and the storage bin down below. And those more advanced stuff I'll go over in a previous video when we go over the farms. But for now, I'm going to just show you the basic setup. So now, if you throw the rain collector higher up, you do the same exact thing, connect a pipe, run it down to your storage bin, connect it. Now you'll see when you go into edit mode that the pulsing light is traveling in the proper direction and going from top down into the storage bin. So now any extra rainwater you collect after that initial 400, you will start seeing it go into your bin. Now, when you're first starting out, before you beat the first boss, you're not going to have access to that rain purifier. So you obviously don't want to drink the dirty water, because that'll give you contamination. So what you can do is you can take that dirty water, bring it over to your entry-level stove, and then you can cook and boil that dirty water and make boiled water. And it takes 3 dirty waters to make 1 boiled water. And what I did is I just set up a ton of rain catchers early on, like 7 of them. And there's a reason why 7 is the lucky number here, so keep that in mind in the future. To collect as much rainwater as I could and take advantage of it. Boiled up all the water and then just created a small little stockpile in a separate bin labeled boiled water for use with the hydration items like teas and things like that, like honeysuckle tea that needs the honeysuckle plant plus boiled water. So you can get some really useful hydration items from that dirty water that won't contaminate you once you cook it. So early on, that is the best way to get hydration drinking items and to make use of the dirty water that you collect from the rain. Now, once you beat the Ravenous Hunter, the first boss, you're going to unlock the tier 2 abilities in your Mimetics tab. So you go into Cradle again, go to Mimetics, And then just below, under logistics, the rainwater one, you're going to see this one right here, and it's called water purification. And that allows you to build the osmosis water purifier. Now, this is where things get really helpful and really starts to make the jump into a super viable way to keep yourself healthy. And what that does, it is allows you to build a water purification system, which, if you couldn't guess, purifies that dirty water and makes purified water. Probably don't have any in the bin. I guarantee you I have a ton in the storage bin, though. And here's the purified water. Now, the difference with this and, say, like a tea, the tea does plus 40 hydration, which is nice, but it has a 24-hour expiration period on all those food items you cook. So if you keep them in your inventory too long, they go bad and they go to waste. Purified water gives you plus 30 hydration, but it never expires. So you can hoard as many of these as you want, throw a full stack into your inventory. And as you can see now, I'm like level 45-ish right now, and I'm still using purified water as my main hydration source, just because it's super easy to obtain and collect. And then all you need to do is pop 3 or 4 of them, and you're at max hydration, and you never have to worry about them going bad. But for this setup, if I delete this now, because we don't need it, for this setup, there's one extra step that you basically need to do, and that is to run all of your rainwater collection tanks through the purifier first before you go into your storage bin. And the reason why I said 7 is the lucky number is because the osmosis purifier can only attach a max of 7 rain catchers at a time. So that is what I do for all of my rain collection systems. I always build 7 rain catchers, and then I connect all 7 of those down with gravity to the water purifier, and then I connect the water purifier to the storage bin. So that way all of the final output of water that you get in your storage bin is going to be purified water. Now you're going to do that whole setup and it's not going to work, and you're going to wonder why. And that is because the water purification system actually needs wattage to be powered. So once you get your main setup done, don't forget to run an electrical cable, not a pipe, an electrical cable using X on the keyboard to run a wire to either a little power node there or just directly to one of your biogenerators or solar panel to make that purifier power up, and that will start pumping that dirty water through the system and get you the purified water at the end in your storage bin. So that is pretty much the quick guide and the proper way to efficiently and effectively set up your water collection systems when you're just starting out for tier 1 and tier 2. In the part 2 video that I'm going to release here coming up shortly, so keep an eye out for that, is going to be the more advanced setups you can do where you unlock after the 3rd boss, the Araxium spider boss, the Memetic's abilities to create grow lamps and irrigation systems for your farms. Now, in the beginning, in my opinion, farming is not really worth it. You can get by on hydration with your purified water and just like hydrated jerky alone, so you don't need to worry about a ton of plants. Plus, a lot of the plants need consistent lighting, and without those grow lamps, anytime it's nighttime, your plants aren't going to get enough sunlight, and the yield that you're going to get is next to nothing. So it kind of defeats the purpose of having a farm to begin with. So I really wouldn't recommend even bothering with setting up a farm until you unlock the irrigation and the grow system. But we're going to save that for part 2. So yeah, if you guys found this video informative, if you enjoyed it, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. I appreciate all of you guys' feedback. And until the next one, part 2, we'll see you guys later.